How's it going, guys? It's Nick and Daryl. We have another video for you guys today. Today we have an egg cutting video. We are waiting on our eggs to hatch, and it's day 58? Yeah, day 58. Usually, like lately, we've been getting our eggs about day 56 to 60. We lowered them a degree, so they take a little longer to cook. But came home today, and we had one pipped out, and then we waited a few hours, and second one was starting to pip, had a few cuts in the egg. But usually we wait till half or more than half are pipped before we actually start cutting. Usually by then they're all ready to go. They just haven't started cutting yet. But we have 5 eggs. It's actually our first time mom from one of our very first clutches and very first snakes we kept. From our big girl Sweet Pea. There she is. She was originally from our other male Helios. He was a Enchi Emperor Pin Het Clown, and he just kept his yellow. He was a very, very yellow snake, and when she came out of the egg, she was very bright, and she was one of the first ones we decided to actually keep, and she stayed true to how her dad was, and she is still very, very bright. I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not, but she is a very, very yellow animal. But she is a Super Pastel Enchi Lesser Het Clown. And we, oh, my bad, mama. And we paired her up with another first-time breeder. A male we got about 2 years ago now. One more over. We have him for a few other projects, mostly Pompeii stuff. We were trying to get a visual version of him. He is a Enchi Redstripe.
Spotnose
Yellowbelly Het Clown. So pretty much everything except black pastel. Currently he's going to a black pastel fire clown female, so eventually we'll have another video in about a month and a half with some eggs that we'll be getting from him. Hopefully in the future we'll have an egg cutting as well for them, which will yield some Pompeis.
She's ovulating. I will bring this to you. You want to take a look at that. She is a fire black pastel clown, and she's in the process of ovulating right now, trying to make Pompeis with her fire Pompeis. I don't know what they call them, but she was bought from Osborne Reptiles at a Tinley show.
But for the most part, the main idea with this project is to get a visual version of Dad. We prefer something that's a visual clown so that we're guaranteed at least passing on every time. But this is a het-to-het, so we're about a 50-50 odds for getting visual clowns. So
1 in 4.
Oh, never mind. 1 in 4. He's not, mom or dad's not a visual. So we're really playing the odds trying to get a visual here. But if we do hit a visual version of Dad, that'd be fantastic. Although they will have pastel on them because mom is a Super Pastel. But beggars can't be choosers.
I'll be 66% het since both were het. Mom was proved out het from RGI. We had her shed tested. I held it, like Nick said, I held her back. She was undersized. We called her Sweet Pea because she was very small. She always come out to everybody. She liked smaller prey. And I couldn't sell her. No one would buy her. I don't know why, but I kept her. So she's one of my pet snakes now. She's pretty. So, and that male's from Rice Reptiles. Everybody knows Rice Reptiles, friends of the Canovas. We didn't test him. We're just sure he's 100% a clown because it's Rice Reptiles. So take a look, see if we hit a clown. Everything will be pastel. 7 genes at play. So this is what we got. Everything going to be definitely pastel. And we'll go from there. All right, Nick, the honors.
All right. Let's start with the ones that aren't cut yet, because I see these two. Well, of course, they're pastel, but I'm pretty sure they're either... He's a pastel Enchi, maybe lesser. He's not fully out yet, so I can't say 100% for sure. But right now, like I said, they're all going to be pastel, and the pattern on them, I'm seeing Enchi. But other than that, we'll have to wait for them to actually hatch out fully come out in about a week or so, and we can actually do an actual video then as well, going over, and hopefully we see some more stuff in them. But, so, let's start with the one that's already started, and then we'll work our way to the left. So, like usual, put your scissors in, point up so as not to nick the animal inside the egg, and slowly cut. Usually when they have multiple slits like this, I will cut slit to slit to pretty much make like a window almost in the egg. Makes it real easy to see. And then once they're cut, I just leave them in, and I do not force them out. I let them come out at their own pace. It's just before in the past, we've always said in a few of our egg cutting videos, we had an animal in the past not have an egg tooth, and it unfortunately died in the egg, and it was an animal we were looking for in the future.
Yeah, go ahead and open all that up. This is day 58. You're not going to hurt them, so they're done cooking. There we go. You get a good look at it. All right.
Huh? Looks like we have our first clown of the bunch.
No, it's not. It's Spotnose.
There we go.
Maybe it is clown.
And that looks like a Spotnose clown.
Yeah.
But like I said before, pastel, Spotnose clown, maybe Enchi. We'll have to wait for pretty much wait for them to come out of it.
Enchi.
Yeah, but so far, hitting the odds. That's good.
I don't know. I don't know. Let it come out. It's got an eye stripe. Eye stripe should be on a clown.
All right, and then the ones that aren't cut at all, pretty much grab them, pinch, and then cut along the ridge to pretty much start your slit on them. And all right, now let's cut that window in.
The blood you see, that's just the veins on the eggshell, so don't be worried about that. That's not going to hurt anything.
In the past, I'll give you a good little look. See that right there in the center? If you're new to breeding and you're just getting into it and you're cutting eggs for the first time and you see a little lump like that, we originally got worried for the first time we saw. We thought that we had an animal that had their organs outside their body. That is just the egg sac. Over time, by the time they actually fully come out of the egg, they will fully absorb that, and that will disappear entirely. But when we first had that, we were really nervous. We thought that we had an animal and we'd have to humanely euthanize, bad quality of life. But by the time it fully came out of the egg, we learned it was actually an egg sac, and it was just gone entirely. But, well, nice little surprise.
Oh, that's pastel. Looks like lesser, not a clown. Spotnose.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think.
Wide eye stripes.
Yeah, that's not a clown. So far, that one may be red stripe.
All right. And the next one.
No clowns. That first one's not. I don't think that's a clown. That's the eye stripes.
Again, pinch, cut the ridge. And
so mom says it's going to be clown. Nope, wrong one. Okay, next one. Okay. That one's a clown. On the nose. That's a clown.
Yeah. I would say that's an what? What do you say? Enchi Redstripe? One of those?
It's hard to tell. It's got pastel. It's a pastel clown. I don't think it has Enchi in it. It's not a pattern. It's hard to tell. You have to open it up more than that. But see how goopy they are? That is, we keep them on this vermiculite now instead of on the trays, and they are always wet. This is the second year doing this, and they come out gooey. No dried up eggs. This is that experiment's working. So that proves out our clowns for sure. That's definitely a clown. One thing to look at a clown, you want to look at the no eye stripes. There's only a few more, so a clown will have to produce an eye stripe. Maybe I think one of them's maybe a hurricane. bongo or something. I can't remember exactly, but on the front of their nose, there's 4 scales up front, and they'll be dark. 2 in the middle will be dark, and then they'll have the eye stripes. Little look like the clown painting on the corners of their eyes. It makes like a triangle or a cross across their eyes. They'll have that, and then their head pattern. I can't see that one's head pattern, but I can see its nose and no eye stripes and the 4 scales. So pattern on the side. You get the teardrops coming down. That's the clown pattern.
That is a very goopy egg.
Very goopy and a lot of blood in that one. Once again, the blood is just out the veins that are on the egg. It's not from the snake, so that looks like an Enchi pastel. Not a clown. See this? You can see the stripe. That's got eye stripes.
That's Enchi clown or Enchi Pastel Lesser.
Yeah, yep, that's probably right. Enchi Pastel Lesser. There's Yellowbelly at play. I mean, it's going to be hard to tell until they come out, so we'll get a better look at them. There's a lot of genes at play, so.
Oh, and the very last one. Save the best for last,
that's a
hopefully.
Big one there, so far, 1 clown. That's not hitting odds. I have 1 out of 5, so that's 1 out of 4 is good. This is making 2 out of a third of them. This would be beating the odds if we hit a clown on this one. Looks like the biggest egg too. That's a lesser.
That is a very light snake.
Very light, yeah. Definitely a lesser pastel.
That's a clown.
That's a clown, right?
Yep, that's a clown.
That's a clown. Oh, 2 clowns. There you go. 2 out of 6. Beat the odds. Can't complain about that. So we'll have to get a better look at it, see which one they hit, Yellowbelly or Spotnose. There's potential for Super Enchis. Everything's pastel, guaranteed. There's no doubt about it. No super pastels, but everything is pastel. So
that is a very light animal.
That's light. That's it could just be a pastel lesser. Can't really see everything yet, so there you go. 2 clowns. Can't see them run happy with that.
And the very last one, the one that was already out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Looks like a pastel Enchi. If it has either Yellowbelly or anything else in it.
Yeah, let me go ahead. I'll open this one up. I'm not worried about them. This one's been out of the egg most of the day, so. I watch enough videos with Billy from Mutation Creation and them. They are not shy about opening them up. They're done. I've seen guys pull them out of the eggs right now. I wouldn't do that, but people do it. I've seen guys open. Billy opens them with a razor blade. That was by Brian Barczyk. Sorry, rest his soul. There we go. So here you go. You may even have Redstripe in them, that tone on them. Nice clean lines. So we're not going to get them out. We'll let them stay in there. But
come out at their own pace, pretty much. Yeah. Just give them a helping hand, almost.
It won't hurt them at this point. I mean, they're day 60. They should be out of the egg. So we're 2 days away. They didn't pip today. We are definitely cutting them tomorrow. But today is the day. We use Clutch now. We use Clutch and Husbandry Pro. And then Clutch, day 58 was their pip day. That's what they set it up for, is day 58. We just so happen to have our incubator set. They come out on day 58 now. So it works out. Now we got a couple more coming. That one looks like Redstripe. Right there. That's nice and red. That's a different looking one. So we'll see what we get on them.
Definitely some nice snakes, though. Can't complain.
Yep. If I hit any, I don't know if we're going to keep any of these. If we want to hit the visual version of Dad or something similar, close. If we do, I'll keep that. If it's a male, I'll keep that. But it has to have everything in it. So otherwise, I got Dad.
But I think we have another clutch hatching in
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. So we'll have another video then. About a week from now, week and a half from now, we'll have another video going over these guys after they come out of their egg, shed, and you can actually see their colors a little bit better. We can actually get them out, handle them, show the camera. And by then, try to get a better idea of what we got on our hands here.
Yeah, the next clutch is our Xena clutch. This is a quad het, possible quad het. I believe that's the next one. Sort of Canova boy we always talk about. That's the one that's our anchor right now.
Guaranteed triples with the possibility of having 4 hets.
Yeah, we're going to test everything for clown through RGI. And they're not going to get anything really spectacular out of it. You know, gene-wise, there's pastel, GHI, there's either Enchi or black pastel. Those are allelic, so we'll get one or the other. But everything will be triple het. And we're going to keep anything that hits 4, any females that hit quad hets, we're going to keep those.
Pretty much to expand future projects.
Right.
But
we're building. Males will be available. Maybe one female. We'll see what we get, but, you know.
Can't keep them all. As much as we'd like to, can't keep them all. But with that, guys, just remember don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want any sort of specific content or have any ideas, feel free to drop a comment in the comments below and pretty much just give us an idea, and we'll try to get a video out for you guys. But with that, take care and have a happy 4th of July, guys.